from my job. It wasn't the best time for it to happen, but to say that I'm sad and just toe up about it would be lying. So I had my review after 90 days. Well, I don't know how everybody else's job, but the standard is usually after your 90 days, you do like a review of the job, let you know how you've been doing or whatever. And I'm gonna be popping in and out a few times, so I apologize for that. But looking back at it, like as I'm editing, it's just crazy. I'm just looking back at like my whole time being at the job. Girl, so when I started when I went into the room for the review, my manager was smiling at me and everything when I walked in. And before that, like a few days before that, we had went out to eat and everything for somebody's birthday. Like, you would have never thought that they was finna fire me. That's what's blowing my mind. It's just like, it is crazy how people can sit up there in your face, invite you out to eat, pay for your food, and still end up firing you in return. Like, it's wild. It is so freaking wild. Like, and I'm just thinking about it. I just want to know where she got I didn't want to be there from. I was open to learning anytime somebody asked me for help. If I didn't know the answer, I tried my hardest to figure it out. I really did. And if I had a question about something, I went to whoever I felt like could help me. So I was a little bamboozled. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So got in there, and my manager basically said that she feel like I just don't want to be there, and that she said they've done everything they could to train me and they just don't think I'm grasping it. So I didn't argue. I didn't do nothing. I reacted the same way I do when she swore up and down I done forgot something that she done told me about. So, and they didn't give me a chance either. They didn't be like, do you have questions, comments, or concerns? So the thing about that is, y'all, the issue that I have is I'm compared to everybody else at that job, I'm way more laid back. I don't tell everybody my business. I don't tell everybody what's going on 24/7. I don't do any of that, right? So I think when people see that you don't act like that and you don't just be in tune with everybody like that, I think they see that as she don't want to be here. So from day one, I want to tell y'all the backstory, because I totally don't agree with the decision. But like I said, everything happened for a reason. I didn't see myself being there much longer anyway. From day one, the training has been bad. So bad to the point where my supervisor went over and told somebody that's above her about my training and how bad it was, right? It got so bad to the point where they said, we're going to stop putting you with him because we're not getting anywhere. Okay? So, like I said, it was two parts to my position. The other part was the sales side. I never got training on the sales side. I got maybe 2 days total of training out of the 90 days that I've been there. And she told me in that meeting and straight lied and said that she trained me up and that I just wasn't grasping it. And the reason she said that is because I will forget to do things sometimes. Okay, who don't? And I got a lot going on in my life, sweetie, that's way bigger than this job. So if I forget, it's because I'm scatterbrained and I got 50,000 other things going on in my mind. So what is you saying? They did not want me there, y'all. Editor Key here. I'm not just saying that because they fired me, but my manager actually ended up telling me and one of my other co-workers that pretty much the only reason that we were hired is because HR wasn't doing their job as far as like following up with people. So people was applying, but they just wasn't doing their job. So I guess it was just easier for them to hire somebody from within. And then my coworker got hired because somebody she knew was working there. So I guess that was the easiest thing for them to do. Should my manager have been telling us that? No, not at all. And then another thing, if y'all are new here, I used to work at this same company. I just worked in the warehouse part. I made a whole video about that too. So I was actually already interviewing for office positions. Ooh, it's a bug on me. It's a spider on me. Oh my God. Okay, like I was saying before that bug tried to come attack me. I actually had interviewed for a different position in the office and I didn't get it. I was told that they found somebody that had a similar background to them, aka they was white. because there's no way I shouldn't have got that job. Like, no way. So anyway, after that, I was like, I can't take this harassment no more. I can't take it. I'm finna quit. So I quit. Literally a month after I quit, HR reached out to me, was like, hey, we have another position or whatever, which is the position that I was working at before they fired me. So they didn't want me there. Like, they made it so hard for me to even get, like, when I was even trying the first interview, they was just doing the most. They wasn't even telling me about the position. HR wasn't even telling me about the positions. Like, other people that I knew was telling me about the positions, and they was like, yeah, HR should have been coming to you about that. So like I said, they didn't want me there, and HR was acting funny with me anyway, girl. So yeah. Okay, and when I tell you white privilege is a thing, because the girl that done started at the same time as me has had many meltdowns, many F-ups, if not more than me. She's still there. The person that's been a terrible trainer that everybody knows is a terrible trainer, terrible communicator, everything, he's still there. White privilege is a thing, and I don't want y'all to argue me up and down. I don't want nobody saying nothing, because it is. HR reached out to me about the position, and as soon as I got that job, I was speaking, saying hey or whatever. Never got a response back. HR wouldn't even look my way. It's not that many black people in the office as it is, so they just did not want me there. And I'm not just saying that because I got fired, but I could tell. I don't see you making initiative to try to be trained. Why would I have to make initiative to be trained? Please let me know, because that's your job to train me. Why would I have to beg you? And I did come to her several times, so-and-so about the training. I went to her a couple of days ago about training. She said, okay, let me see if I can find some stuff and do it so you can do it. Never came back to me and followed up about it. That was their excuse to get me out of there. But you know what? That's fine, because like I said, I've been manifesting being my own boss anyway. And I think this is a sign from God, and I think this was my push. Obviously, change is going to be uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable because financially, I'm not ready to be fired. But you know what? I'm trusting that everything happened for a reason. This all happened on God's time. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. I just think that's so crazy. I think that is so crazy. But you know what? I'm going to be able to look back at this video a couple of months from now and say that I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that they did me a favor, to be honest with you. Just wait. This ain't finna do nothing but give me more time to work on my content. It's going to give me more time to really work on me and focus on me, focus on my mental, because it was starting to affect my mental health. I was going through things outside of this job, and then having to come to work and deal with it too. So, thank you, God. Thank you, God.